What up, YouTube? So, I was told by night dispatch, Mr. Mike over there, I guess they found my YouTube channel, which is alright, fucking I don't care. It is what it is. Now they all know that I'm just fucking nuts. So, anyways, this video, I was told that I need to label it correct way to how to use automatize an oil field, or correct way to use automatize an oil field, whatever. Whatever that the actual title is what I was told it should be called by Mr. Mike. So, all this week, the automatize app has actually been working well for me. I haven't had to log out, re-log in, I think since like Tuesday or Wednesday. And it's got this loud ass fucking obnoxious fucking tornado siren noise that goes off. So if you're gonna take you a nap, go to sleep or whatever, and you still got time in your clock and you still want to be available, you can hook it up to your Bluetooth and crank your Bluetooth up, and that fucker will wake you up, that's for damn sure. So anyways, Mike texted me this morning like 4:50, 5 o'clock, said that there were loads available if I was ready. And I was like, I've been available this whole time, was it not showing on y'all's end? And he said no. My advice would be to check in every hour or every few hours, just in case some drivers that aren't actually available that are still logged on to the automatized app clogging up the queue. So anyways, so what I was told by another driver, and it does work normally, is once you get unloaded, the sand coordinator will complete the job in the app. And what you do is you log out, log back in, just in case it did kick you out of the queue and you're not showing available anymore. You log out, log back in, you should be showing available. Then you text dispatch on the text line and you ask them, hey, am I showing in queue? And they'll say yes or no, tell you you're good, or to log out, log back in. And that's what you need to do, so you can avoid the bullshit that I had to do. So luckily he texted me. Luckily I woke up. I mean, I didn't wake up to his text. I woke up like an hour after, and there were still loads available. So as soon as I logged out and logged back in, got sent a load like that. So I didn't know any of that when I first started, and it was something that I had to figure out. And also another thing with automatized, so like right now, we're in Carson City, Texas. We're loading out of San Antonio for the most part. Sometimes they load us out of Cotulla, Dilley, those areas. Right now it's pretty much been San Antonio area. Well, last week on like Thursday, they were asking if I was coming back up from home time. I didn't take home time like I planned to. And I was like, I've been waiting for the well to kick off. And I'm like, all right, sign into automatize. Well, I was like 2 hours from the area that they were loading at. So everybody that was in the area they were loading was getting the loads because they were closer. Well, luckily, I was next to another driver that knew that. And he's like, well, let's go ahead and shit and get to San Antonio. And as soon as we got out there, we got loads. But daytime dispatch didn't tell me shit of that. And being new and not knowing, they should have said, hey, you're not even in the right area. Why don't you go ahead and head up closer to San Antonio? That way you can be in the area and get dispatch loads. So that's another thing about automatize. You need to be in the area that you're loading and dispatching out of, in the correct zone, I guess, to get loads, or you'd just be sitting with your thumb up your fucking ass. And yeah, so correct way to use automatize. Once you get unloaded and load's complete, log out, log back in, text dispatch, make sure you're in the queue. Once you're in the queue, you're good to go. You can also say, okay, am I in the right area to get loads? And then another thing that happened to me, my dumb ass missed the turn. I was just in the zone, just driving, and I missed the turn, so I went out of route. Like, it was like 30, 40 fucking miles. I had to go out or out and come in the back way to the staging pad. Well, coming in the back way didn't register that I was arriving in the geoforce for the well. Coming in the front way would have. So I'd text dispatch and get them to automatic, force arrive on the app. So it's another thing. If you show up in the area where you're supposed to be, and it normally is pinging your arrival, and it's not showing your arrival when you get to the staging pad, you can text dispatch and say, arrived at staging pad, please log me on as arrival. And they can force they can force it on the app. If you're in the geoforce, you can hit the well button and it'll log you in. But I'm only like maybe a quarter mile outside of that area, and it is what it is. So no, maybe I'm like 2 miles outside of the area. But so that's the correct way to use automatize. All right, y'all be easy.